Now on KOIN News AM Extra, night 70 of protests in Portland. The tense moments between neighborhood residents and an angry crowd outside of the East Precinct.
And Portland in the national spotlight. Hear what local health experts have to say about one doctor's claim that cases are spiking here.
Plus a free open-air roller disco in Portland, where you can get in on some of the summer fun coming up. Get ready for 23 minutes of news, traffic, and weather.
You're watching KOIN News AM Extra at 7 with Jenny Hansen, Emily Burris, Ken Body, weather with Kelly Bayard, and traffic with Carly Kennelly.
Hey, good morning. Welcome to AM Extra. It is Friday, August 7th. TGIF, everybody.
Right, my favorite day of the week.
Good to be with you. I'm Emily Burris.
And I'm Melody Gonzalez. Let's take a live look actually outside right now. It's shaping up to be a beautiful morning after some rain yesterday, right, Kelly?
It was a little wet yesterday morning and kind of a nice feeling a little bit more like fall time than in the middle of summer. We're back to more summer-like weather heading into today, though, and our weekend. And starting out pretty sunny out towards Stoller Winery this morning. So not expecting any more rain as we move forward, aside from the coast, which could still see a sprinkle this morning, and then again through Saturday morning. But we're expecting pleasant temperatures this afternoon, a little bit more of a warming for the weekend, back into the 80s come Sunday into Monday. So enjoy it. We'll see some nice weather shaping up across the board here today into our weekend. There's your view out of the Port of Kalama. Beautiful start out there. Upper 50s down Portland. Some spots still in the 40s this morning and a little chilly. By the afternoon, we'll warm up into the 70s. I'll have your full weekend forecast too. That's coming up in a few moments. Carly.
We'll take a look at these two traffic alerts. We have several out there, actually. A new one over on Columbia eastbound at Woolsey Avenue. A report of a downed tree in that eastbound direction. Over here on Highway 219, there's a crash south of Hillsborough at Grable Road, blocking a northbound lane and a westbound lane of Grable. And there was a crash that just cleared from Holcomb. This was at Hilltop Road. So take a look at the freeways. They're looking really good. I-84 at Grand doesn't slow at all, not even around the Gateway District. 26 has had some on and off slowing on other mornings before the Vista Ridge Tunnel, but it's smooth sailing down the hill there. This is I-5 at Carmen, looking good coming in from Wilsonville and Tualatin. And look at I-205 at 99E, all clear there at the Abernathy Bridge.
Thanks, Carly. Well, we have a breaking news update this morning. The United States added almost 2 million jobs in July. That's a little less than the gains of May and June.
Experts say that is evidence of the resurgent coronavirus weakening some hiring and hurting that economic rebound. Many employers have been reluctant or even unable to hire, with about 2/3 of the nation having paused or reversed opening plans this month so far. Only 42% of the 22 million jobs lost to the pandemic have been recovered.
Well, overnight, groups of people clashed again with Portland police outside of the East Precinct for the 70th night of protest. According to our reporters on the ground, just before 10 p.m., police warned the crowd, and within minutes, a fire was started in a trash can near the door. A woman claiming to live in the neighborhood stepped in and tried to reason with the crowd to stop vandalizing. Some of the crew threw paint on her and began to yell in her face. Then another woman with a walker tried to use a fire extinguisher on the fire. She was blocked and prevented by someone in the group from putting that fire out. Just before 10:30 p.m., Portland police began to push back the crowd to Southeast Stark and 113th. One person was arrested during the push, and police did use smoke canisters, but not tear gas. Portland police say some protesters made spikes out of rebar that were left in the road meant to puncture police tires. Officers report a police van did have its tires popped by them. And over the next few hours, officers would make some arrests and try to disperse the group. Some fireworks were shot around this time. By 12:30 this morning, Portland police closed part of 106th Avenue and ordered the crowd to leave.
Earlier in the evening yesterday, most of the protests across Portland were peaceful. This was the Marching for Healthcare Equity event put on by the Black Youth Movement. Protesters marched down East Burnside, dozens of people, cars and trucks, calling for equality in healthcare. They marched from Fraser Park and then went to Laurelhurst Park. Portland's mayor and police chief are calling for people not to get involved when there's violence at protests.
Officials report that almost every night that multiple people are arrested in the protests. They say people try to shatter doors, set fires, and rip boards off walls. Yesterday, Police Chief Chuck Leavell stressed that what's taking place is not advancing us forward.
This is not about a movement. It's not about Black lives. It's not about racial justice. It's not about police reform. It's planned, coordinated attacks on police officers, and I feel that lives hang in the balance.
Mayor Ted Wheeler says they anticipate attacks on occupied public buildings over the next few days. And several Portland police officers also spoke out yesterday about the concerns about the violent protests. They said many in the community support the work the police are doing, and it's a small group causing the problems. One talked about the experience of protesters trying to get into the Justice Center during nights of violence.
It got to the point where they were, throwing burning material into the lobby through gaps in the windows and blowing marijuana smoke, and it was almost like a scene out of a horror movie. It was really unnerving, and our thoughts were again to keep, trying to de-escalate by not having officers come into the area.
We also talked to Sergeant Derek Foxworth Jr., who says defunding police means less training for officers. He says people should want well-trained officers on the streets.
Every night we are live blogging and streaming the protest across Portland. You can also follow our coverage on our KOIN6 Twitter account and Facebook page. You can also get updates at KOIN.com and on the KOIN6 mobile app. Well, White House Coronavirus Task Force Coordinator Dr. Deborah Birx named Portland an area of concern yesterday during a call with state and local officials.
Yeah, this got a lot of people talking here. She also named 8 other cities and California's Central Valley. Multnomah County was placed on the state's watch list because of the rapid spread of cases in the Portland area. Now, we wanted to know what our local experts thought of Dr. Birx's comments.
When she says high levels, I don't know if she's referring to number of cases, percent positive. I think from a local standpoint, I would say Multnomah County actually has an order of magnitude fewer cases per 100,000 than counties in other states that are similar in size and demographics.
Oregon now has more than 20,000 reported cases of COVID-19 and 339 deaths.
And there have been a lot of developments with coronavirus in national headlines.
Yeah, Ken Boddy joins us now this morning with an update on how the rest of the country is looking. Good morning, Ken.
Good morning. Well, the nationwide coronavirus death toll surpassed 160,000 overnight. An influential model from the University of Washington predicts that deaths could hit nearly 300,000 by December. The model projects the number could be lowered by about 70,000 if everybody wore a mask. This all comes as numerous big cities are seeing a troubling spike in coronavirus cases. In Texas, the Department of Health Services is reporting a 17% positivity rate, even with a decline in hospitalizations for the 3rd day in a row and a 2-day drop in new cases.
We are not at all anywhere close to being in a safe situation in COVID-19. Just because COVID-19 numbers are improving in this region does not mean that COVID-19 has suddenly left.
Health experts at the Institute for Health Metrics and Evaluation say if everyone just wore a mask, it could significantly turn things around. Happening now, Congress's self-imposed deadline for a stimulus deal is today, but it appears there is little chance of a bipartisan agreement before the weekend. Stimulus talks are at a stalemate, and after a 3-hour meeting yesterday, the White House and Democratic leaders say there are still roadblocks. The White House and Republicans are arguing for a smaller, temporary deal. Democrats say the country needs a much bigger, long-term solution. Administration officials say President Trump may take executive action if a deal is not reached today. Rescue workers continue to search the rubble in Beirut, Lebanon for the dozens of people still missing. Earlier this week, Lebanon witnessed its biggest blast in history, tearing through the capital city and killing at least 145 people and leaving more than 5,000 people hurt. Officials blame the blast on a huge stockpile of a highly explosive material stored for years in unsafe conditions at Beirut's port. The government ordered some port workers arrested. The nation's most powerful pro-gun organization is facing a lawsuit that could shut it down. New York State is accusing 4 National Rifle Association leaders of using donations as a personal piggy bank, using the money for things like lavish trips. Well, this follows an 18-month investigation into the nonprofit. The NRA says the allegations are politically motivated. In a statement, NRA President Carolyn Meadows says this was a baseless, premeditated attack on our organization and the Second Amendment freedoms it fights to defend. The NRA says it will countersue New York State. Uber's delivery service is now the company's biggest source of revenue. Second quarter revenue from Uber Eats was $1.2 billion, and that's double what it was a year ago. At the same time, Uber's ride-sharing service plummeted by 67% over that same time period. Gross bookings for rides declined 73%, while Eats bookings grew 113%. Well, even with the jump from Uber Eats, the company lost overall $1.8 billion during the second quarter. So people are hungry, but they're not going anywhere.
Yeah, they're putting their meals in cars, but they're not getting
They're
anywhere.
not going anywhere, yeah.
I actually just ordered Uber Eats yesterday.
Did you?
It's just so convenient.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, between Uber Eats and Grubhub and some of the other delivery services, you can get some pretty good grub delivered to your place of residence.
Oh, yes, you can. I'm trying to like once a week, right? That's like the once a week treat.
Limit yourself.
Yeah, still trying to cook for myself. It's getting harder every week though, Ken.
All right. Well, hey, if you need anybody to, practice on, I'm available.
You're gonna test out recipes? Okay.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, meal will show up at Ken's door randomly.
We'll get some kitchen inspo going here. Thanks, Ken.
All right.
All right, it's time for a check of Portland's most accurate forecast now. I want to send it over to meteorologist Kelly Bayern. How's it looking out there?
Yeah, not a bad start this morning compared to yesterday when we got a little bit of rain here in Portland, and that was a different story. We've seen almost 30 days of dry weather in Portland before that rain came yesterday. So it was a wet start. Different story this morning. We're seeing some nice conditions across the board. Lincoln City under some sunshine now and blue skies. So just a beautiful morning. Same goes for Stoller Winery down in Dayton, Oregon, and Kalama up north. Also seeing some wonderful conditions. So a lot of spots here in the sun. There are a few clouds around the coast and in areas of Portland now. Same for down the valley out towards Eugene. Temperatures also in the 40s to 50s now, and some spots a little bit cooler. So may want a light jacket out the door. You won't need it. Heading into our afternoon today, we'll warm back up into the upper 70s. Here's our weather pattern. There's that system that worked on through yesterday. Brought some gusty winds across the region. It brought that rain as well. As we head our way into the afternoon, we're expecting to see some nicer weather. Not going to traffic just yet. So let's continue with this forecast. So here's a look as we move forward. We'll see that ridge rebuilding. So we are in for a little bit of heat as we head our way into the weekend. Come the middle of next week, another upper level trough sets in. So we'll see some cooling by the middle of next week, likely back into the upper 70s after weekend in the 80s. So some summer-like weather back in play heading into today. A few clouds will remain out towards the coast this morning, but the sunshine continues this afternoon. As we push those clouds out, we'll see a beautiful evening for the beaches and also across the valley. Same goes for the east sides of the mountains. A lot of sunshine on the way. Come tomorrow morning, a stronger push of some winds from the west will push some clouds back into the valley and out towards the coast, possibly even a light shower for the beaches by Saturday morning. But we'll keep things mainly dry as we head our way into our weekend here. A lot of sunshine on the way, and by Sunday into Monday, temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. All right, Carly, how are the roads?
The roads are looking pretty good. We do have a couple traffic alerts, but for the most part, these two traffic alerts aren't causing any major problems. If anything, just a little bit of local slowing there on Columbia, and that's eastbound at Woolsey Avenue, all because of a downed tree right now. So looks like we're seeing some eastbound congestion because of that. Highway 219 has a crash still at Grable Road. This is south of Hillsborough. Traffic is getting through. And a reminder about the Steel Bridge closure. It's closed until August 29th, so MAX riders, you'll need to use shuttle buses and plan ahead. Give yourself extra time. The Steel Bridge is closed to all traffic, though, so use the Burnside or the Broadway bridges. Look at I-5 southbound. Looks great coming in from Vancouver. The freeways are moving quickly this morning. This commute alone is only 7 minutes.
Thanks, Carly. Well, all new on AM Extra, roller skaters rejoice. A free open-air roller disco is popping up in Northeast Portland this Sunday. With many summer activities canceled due to COVID-19, the Rise and Roll event is one way to get you moving, and it's all for a good cause. Check it out.
Sundays, Rise and Roll with us.
It's just come and have a good time.
No rink, no problem. Portlanders are lacing their skates up and rolling on down to 26 and Northeast Everett Street to take a spin outside at the pop-up open-air roller disco.
Can't go to Oaks. It's just not an option right now. So just to get out and skate is just the best thing.
It's been overwhelming how much support from the community there's been.
Local DJ William Best and his longtime friend Ashley Martin organized the Rise and Roll event to make a way for the community to come together during challenging times.
We both grew up here in Portland, skating at Oaks Park Roller Rink, and we got our own skates and started riding out here together, and just thought it would be great to make something where our friends could come out and skate with us, and that we could get the community involved and make a way for people to be able to get outside and enjoy the summer but still be safe and socially distanced.
Skates on, mask on, and temperatures taken. Best is taking all safety measures to welcome roller skaters and get their wheels spinning again.
Come dance with us, come have a good time. Like, we're ready. Let's do it.
Having a good time for a good cause, donations from the event will benefit local community organizations like Don't Shoot PDX and the Portland Respirator Fund.
Donating 100% of the proceeds.
It's a summer event where the DJ is spinning, the sun is shining, and skaters can grab their skates and roll on.
Summer's not canceled.
It's definitely summer. I'm definitely sweaty. Yep, definitely worth it.
Truly a fun event. Now, the next Rise and Roll event takes place on August 9th, this Sunday, and will run every other Sunday up until Labor Day weekend. The event starts at 6 p.m. over on 26th and Northeast Everett Street. For more information, a link will be posted on coin.com. And Emily, I'm looking at you because I know we were both kind of over here being like, oh my gosh, they look
Yeah, can
flawless.
I just say, roller skaters are so cool. They just they look so cool. Everybody's just gliding around. That would not be me if I went out there. I'd be
on the
my
floor.
face
Yep.
so quickly. But it looks like a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, and I couldn't help. I mean, even though I wasn't on skates, I was still jamming out. I mean, it's definitely a way to get you moving, whether you're sitting there watching or actually out skating.
There you go, give it a try. Something fun to do this summer. Cool. All right, starting September 1st, there will be a new option to get your national news. News Nation debuts on WGN America, and it will contain stories from KOIN and our sister stations across the country. It's hosted by a familiar face to Portland, anchor Joe Donlin and co-anchor Marnie Hughes. Our very own Dan Tilken talked with them about what makes News Nation a little different from other shows and the role that KOIN 6 will play.
News Nation is compiled of the news of the day, but we're really going to lean heavily and partner with all of the affiliate stations within Nexstar. There are more than 110, and that adds up to about 5,400 journalists. And what we love about that is the journalists working in all of these local markets know those markets. They understand those communities.
News Nation will broadcast for 3 hours in prime time on WGN America. Again, that starts September 1st. It is 7:17. Hey, if you're looking for something fun to do this weekend, don't let the pandemic stop you from having some summer fun.
Our Nicole DaCosta is here to share 6 things you can do to make this weekend a fun adventure.
The Northwest Film Center and Portland Art Museum are collaborating to connect audiences through a drive-in movie experience called Cinema Unbound Drive-In. Running now through September 27th, visit Zidell Yards on the South Waterfront in Portland to safely watch films at dusk from your car with audio through your car radio. The goal is to bring together the community, gig economy, artists, and partners. There are several films this weekend under the theme Mankind, including John Lewis, Good Trouble, and Moonlight. Visit nwfilm.org for more information and to reserve your spot at tickettomato.com. This weekend, the Portland Trail Blazers take on the Clippers and 76ers from the arena at ESPN Wide World of Sports in Orlando. Want to be digitally in the stands so your face is broadcast on the 17-foot video boards from behind the team benches? Sounds good. Since no crowds are allowed at the Orlando bubble due to the pandemic, be a virtual fan and cheer from your living room onto the large video boards on the court's sidelines. The NBA is using Microsoft Teams Together mode to reunite fans. Visit NBA.com for more information and to learn the many ways you can watch the game. All right, how does hanging 20 to 60 feet above the ground in the Columbia River Gorge sound? Still listening? Then maybe it's time to challenge yourself on 23 different dangling elements in the Doug Fir Aerial Adventure Park at Skamania Lodge. Test your balance, strength, and agility while you traverse obstacles such as tight ropes, wobbly bridges, cargo nets, hanging logs, and even a suspended canoe. Learn more at zipnskamania.com. This weekend's going to be very fun. According to Travel Portland, as Georgia is to peaches and Florida is to citrus, Oregon is to berries. Oregon produces more than 50 million pounds of blackberries alone each year. Whether you visit Sauvie Island and take advantage of You Pick deals at Sauvie Island Farms, Bella Organic, or Topaz Farm, or opt to road trip along one of the 3 Oregon farm loops near Mount Hood territory, visit travelportland.com to plan your berry picking adventures and make some sweet plans. Go on a wildlife safari in Winston. It's a drive-through adventure in Southern Oregon that will get your family up close to ostrich, lions, elephants, zebra, hippos, bears, and more. Oh my! As you drive through a 4.5-mile trek to see animals from Africa, Asia, and the Americas. View more than 500 animals roaming freely with views of picturesque hills, a Garden of Eden, interpretive wetlands, a top cheetah breeding research center, and Giraffic Park. There's 400 acres to explore safely from your car. Plan your trip and learn about conservation efforts at wildlifesafari.net. While the 2020 annual Dahlia Festival at Swan Island's Dahlias in Canby is canceled, you can still visit the fields to stroll the almost 40 acres of dahlias to enjoy the beautiful blooms. See the display garden and swing by the gift shop. Take home some flowers from the self-serve, no-contact fresh flower stand. Social distance in nature and bring your mask. Visit dahlias.com for more information. All right, name your adventure. What's the plan this weekend? Stay safe while you explore. And for KOIN News, I'm Nicole DaCosta. Go find your fun.
Ooh, I'm in between basketball, berries, baby cheetahs.
It looks like a lot of fun. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say that I have yet to have an Oregon berry.
Oh.
I know, is that bad to admit? But
oh my gosh.
I know, I hear they're delicious.
They are great. They pair really nicely with donuts that you can, try and eat really quickly during commercial breaks and then have to go back on the air. Sorry, everybody. Yeah, no, I think I'm going to have to exercise off this breakfast and head out to the coast this weekend.
Ooh,
yeah,
that'll be nice.
Get a little bit of natural air conditioner,
Ooh.
It should be fun. It is 7:22. We got a packed show coming up on AM Extra, so stay tuned to see what we're cooking up for Foodie Friday.
And ahead at 7:30, trouble for TikTok. President Trump has signed an order banning the popular app. What needs to happen to keep it here in the U.S.?
Plus, he's a teen singer, influencer, and now wants to be a makeup superstar. We're talking with Ruben DeMade about his new TV series airing tonight on Portland CW.
And later on AM Extra, we're looking ahead to National CBD Day tomorrow. It's the product of the hemp plant right for you. We'll get some answers from an expert.
Every girl wants you to be her man.
6 News Break.
Good morning. It is 7:26. I'm Ken Body. Overnight, groups of people clashed with Portland police outside of the East Precinct. According to our reporters on the ground, just before 10 p.m., a fire was started in a trash can near the precinct. Police report some protesters dismantled surveillance cameras and made spikes out of rebar to puncture police car tires. They also say fireworks were set off. We know that several arrests were made last night. We're working to get an exact number. Take a look at our weather and traffic right now, starting with Kelly.
Yeah, shaping up to be a nice morning outside. We're avoiding the rain like what we got yesterday, but blue skies are back now. Beautiful views out of Stoller Winery in Dayton, Oregon here. As we move forward today, expect sunshine by lunchtime and beyond. We'll see a nice afternoon and a gorgeous evening too. Upper 70s today in Portland, and we're back in the 80s by Sunday into Monday. So a bit of heat on the way. We're looking dry with plenty of sunshine heading into our weekend. Carly.
Well, we have one traffic alert right now, and it's a downed tree on Columbia in the eastbound direction. This is at Woolsey Avenue. So I've seen a little bit of eastbound congestion there. It looks like it is improving. We go now to I-84. The freeways are looking good. We've got I-84 at 82nd, so 5 minutes in from I-205. I-205 is nice in Vancouver and all the way down to Tualatin. This is I-5 at Marine Drive, an easy drive-in from Vancouver.
For more news, weather, and traffic, just head over to KOIN.com.
Hey there, welcome back to AM Extra 7:30 on this Friday morning. I'm Emily Burris.
And I'm Melody Gonzalez. President Trump has followed through with his threat on the popular social media app TikTok.
Yeah, the president last night banned TikTok in an executive order, and he's gone a step further, also targeting other Chinese companies. So the order says TikTok cannot operate in the U.S. for 45 days unless it is sold by its Chinese parent company. Microsoft has reportedly been in talks to purchase TikTok. Trump's order accused the app of capturing information like location data and browsing histories from users. Also included in this executive order is a ban on the instant messaging app WeChat.
Right now, tech experts are split on this. Most acknowledge TikTok could be abused to capture personal data, but they say that's true for many other apps as well.
Yeah, I think what's interesting with this order, I mean, TikTok, it's mainly social media, it's for fun. There are the security concerns there, but WeChat, this other app that was part of this executive order, I guess some families who have family in China, you know, they use that to communicate, to send money. You can, I think, do money transfers and have bank accounts connected through there. So obviously some real security concerns when you're talking about the U.S. and China and that much information being shared. But for some of these families that don't have the ability to text and call the same way we would, this could be a tough way to connect with loved ones now if some of those Chinese apps are cut off. So.
Yeah, it really goes a lot further than the influencers and TikTok, huh? I know a lot
Right.
of influencers are
Those
like,
poor
"No."
influencers. They'll be okay.
They'll have to find another job.
Instagram has Reels now. You'll survive.
Right, I saw that. It looks just like TikTok.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that works
They
out.
copycatted it just at the right time. So we'll see where everybody goes from here. But hey, we want to see what's happening for our Friday and the weekend. Let's check in with Kelly Bayern for that forecast.
Yes, some nice weather setting up. We did see some rain to start yesterday morning. That has now worked out the door, and it's drier and sunny now out towards the beaches and across the valley. So a beautiful Friday morning, and the afternoon will start to warm up a bit more and see some pleasant weather. Not too hot today, but by the weekend, especially on Sunday, we're looking at some heat as we bump back into the 80s. So here's our day planner. Some spots around Portland and the valley are a bit more cloudy, but by lunchtime and beyond, back in the sunshine. Highs today in the upper 70s, and stay tuned. A nice weekend forecast shaping up. I'll have that for you in a few moments. Carly.
Well, all of our traffic alerts that I mentioned earlier have cleared, even the down tree that was on Columbia. So we're looking at a carefree commute right now, other than the Steel Bridge closure, which is something that lasts 4 weeks. So you're probably used to it by now after a week of that closure. I-84 at the Hollywood District, looking really good in both directions. Obviously, the inbound commute not slowing at all. Sometimes we see some on and off slowing, not today. So let's take a look at that flyover. I-84 from I-205 to I-5 is clear, and it's looking good to that I-5 split. It's a quick drive. It's 5 minutes right now in from I-205.
All right, thanks, Carly. 7:33 right now. Want to get another look at some top stories before you kick off the weekend?
Ken Body joins us with an update on Washington's reopening plan. You have some good news for many families, Ken.
Yes, people living in long-term care centers in Washington could soon have visitors again. Governor Jay Inslee announced a 4-phase plan for reopening that will require facilities to meet specific criteria. The governor says almost all counties are in phase 1 right now, which allows for outdoor visits, window visits, and compassionate care visits. Phases 2 and 3 will allow some indoor visits with limitations. There have been nearly 5,700 cases associated with long-term care facilities in Washington state of COVID-19 and 894 deaths. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration is loosening the requirements for surgical masks, citing shortages. The White House has repeatedly claimed that PPE supplies are adequate, but the FDA has indicated otherwise. The agency issued an emergency use authorization for certain disposable single-use surgical masks in healthcare settings. Plagued by a pandemic, school districts in Oregon and Washington are dealing with online learning now. On last night's KOIN 6 Town Hall, Kids, Class, and Coronavirus, Dan Tilken and Jeff Gianola asked 4 superintendents from major districts in our area how they plan to adapt to the upcoming school year. Here's what they had to say.
We want to start day one with our students hitting the ground running. We're working hard now, making certain that every student's got their technology with them day one.
We also were able to ask several questions submitted by you, the viewers, and we want to thank all of you who participated in that discussion. If you missed the broadcast from last night, we'll air it again this Saturday at 8 p.m. right here on Portland CW, and on Sunday, also at 8 p.m. here on KOIN 6. We also have the entire KOIN 6 Town Hall online on KOIN.com. Back to you, Emily.
Well, keeping an eye on entertainment, a talented teen who shot to fame for his powerful voice is now chasing his dream of becoming a makeup superstar. You may have heard of Ruben DeMade, or maybe your kids likely know him as someone you have got to watch on the internet, right? Well, his life is now back in the spotlight in an all-new docuseries right here on Portland CW, and Ruben joins us live with a sneak peek. Good morning.
Hi, how are you? Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, so good to see you. So tell us all about this new docuseries. I imagine it's keeping you busy during these times of quarantine.
Yes, exactly. I know. I keep watching it all the time. I literally love it. I think it shows, my makeup life of me flying to LA, doing photo shoots across the world, creating my own eyelash range, and also living my normal family life here in the UK. And I think that's why it's such an interesting dynamic too. It shows inclusivity with voice and makeup, and it shows a different side of people don't really see.
Oh, absolutely. I think a lot of people have probably seen you. I know you were on The Ellen Show or on Little Big Shots, so they've seen those TV appearances, but this is going to be like a whole new side of your life, right? And you getting into the makeup scene.
Yes, exactly. I know. I think I'm really excited for people to see the fact that I have a normal British family as well as doing things like The Ellen Show and Little Big Shots and having 3 siblings running around and living in a crazy house. Yeah, I'm really excited for people to see that.
Yeah, so I would imagine that most of the traveling that you did was all pre-COVID-19, right? How are you and your family doing right now?
Yeah, exactly. Everything was like probably the end of last year, so it was a while away, and I miss the traveling. We are coping quite well, as you could imagine. 5 people in one house is not, the easiest thing to all get along with each other, but it's been testing everyone's relationships, and we've all picked up like new hobbies and like different things we love to do. So I think it's given us time to spend time together and, kind of things you don't really get time to do when everyone's in work.
Yeah, absolutely. Lots of time to play around with some new looks, right? I'm curious, kind of what got you into makeup in the first place?
But I was watching YouTube and I was watching DIY videos. So I tried a DIY foundation video. It went horribly wrong, long story cut short. But in the recommended, then I had all the makeup tutorial videos. I fell in love. I just delved into this crazy world of different makeup personalities and different YouTubers. And I loved watching people play with their face with, different paints, I guess you could call them, different makeup looks. And I would just be obsessed every day before school and after school in the night. I would just watch makeup tutorials and practice on my face and fell in love.
Oh my gosh, I totally know where you're coming from, Ruben, because I have gone down such a YouTube wormhole watching makeup tutorials. They really are mesmerizing. It's so fun. It is. It's like a canvas. It's like art that you're just, playing around with. So I'm curious then, since you're getting into this world and you're probably much better versed in it than I am, what are some of the new makeup trends that we're seeing? What's something I should be keeping an eye out for this year?
This year is so interesting. I think people are going to go back to their more day-to-day, natural kind of soft glam. People last year and the years before been doing really crazy makeup, a bit like this. But people have been in lockdown and in quarantine at home. So they've been doing less makeup. And I think people are going to find that more comfortable. I think that's going to be the new trend.
Yeah, okay. The comfy stuff, definitely very in for 2020. Well, Ruben, I'm so excited to check out this new show. Best of luck to you and your family. I hope you guys are staying safe and staying healthy here in COVID-19, and hopefully we'll get to see you traveling and back to all things glamorous real soon.
Yes, thank you so much. And don't forget to tune into Being Ruben on CW on Friday.
Absolutely. Thanks, Ruben. So we're going to check it out, Being Ruben Fridays right here on Portland CW. We'll post all the info at KOIN.com. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good.
7:43. Welcome back, everybody. Hey, speaking of feeling good, birthdays always fun, right?
Oh yeah, always makes you feel good.
When it's your big day, we want to celebrate with you here on AM Extra. So send in those birthday announcements. We love to shout them out on the show. Let's get to today's.
Yeah, it's Leo and almost Virgo season.
Oh yeah,
right?
Leo season. That's right. So they love their birthdays.
Oh yeah. Well, we have one very special birthday shout out this morning, and she's a member of the AM Extra team. We want to wish Carly Kennelly a big happy birthday. She's not just an amazing traffic reporter, but Carly is also the best dog mom. Oh, one friend tells us Carly's beauty shines inside and out.
Yeah, I just want to say for the record, we had multiple birthday announcements mailed in for Carly from a couple of her friends and family who all wanted to make sure that we were not going to miss it. And I was like, don't worry, we're not going to forget. This is the birthday show.
Aww, I think I know
happy
who those
birthday,
people
Carly.
are. Thank
Yes,
you so
happy
much.
birthday.
It probably was my mom.
And your mom had a little special birthday delivery brought to the station.
Voodoo Donuts. I mean, you all know I love sweets in general,
Yes.
but donuts specifically, and she got 2 big boxes of Voodoo Donuts. So I grabbed some of my favorites. I have a plate with like 4 donuts over there.
Well, that's your birthday food for the day.
That's so dangerous.
There's
but
no
so
meal
good.
planning today. It's
No,
just
we have enough
sweets and
carbohydrates
more
for a
sweets.
small country out on that table. So.
And I think my friend Brennan emailed in too. She loves AM Extra, especially
Aw.
the crafting on Thursday, so she watches all the time.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, thanks for watching, and happy birthday, Carly.
Oh yeah, thank you so much. 39, so I have 1 more year to go.
You mean 21, right? 21.
Yeah. You know, I don't have a problem with age. It's not too bad. Well, at least not now.
It's not too bad when you look that good.
Oh, thank you. Well, we are going to get to the commute here. It actually looks really good across the metro area. We only have one crash that just happened, and it's over here at Burnside and Skyline. You can see this isn't impacting traffic just yet. It may not at all, but if it does, we'll start to see some of those traffic flows change. So watch out for this wreck that just happened at Burnside and Skyline. A reminder about the Steel Bridge. You know, it's the first week of that closure, so I just want to make sure you remember the Steel Bridge is closed to all traffic and MAX lines because of the MAX Improvement Project. And this runs all the way until August 29th. So you've got these bus lines rerouted. You can use the Burnside and the Broadway bridges instead of the Steel Bridge. And if you're taking the MAX, you'll need to use a shuttle bus to get across the Willamette. That means an extra 35 to 45 minutes. Take a look at drive times. They are looking great. Quick ones here for you. I-5 southbound, 7 minutes in from SR 500. 205 southbound, 8 minutes. That's to reach I-84. And 11 minutes here on I-205 southbound from Highway 224 to I-5. 217, the usual 7-minute commute with everything flowing freely like that. 26 is 5 minutes in from 217. I'll show you one other drive here. That's 16 minutes between Wilsonville and the Markham Bridge. Kelly?
Well, Carly, for your birthday, got you some nice sunshine for the weekend, so enjoy it. As we start this morning, too, we're in the sun already. Lincoln City looking gorgeous. Blue skies are out towards the coast. Same for down the valley out of Dayton, Oregon. Stoller Winery also looking nice and sunny to start. Kalama up north. Along the Columbia, also in the sun, and Portland now backing those clouds off. So it's just a nice morning. Notice those folks enjoying some time out this morning time on the beaches there in Lincoln City. We're seeing sunshine across the board down the coast and throughout the valley too. A few clouds are out and about, but it's a nice quiet morning compared to yesterday when we got some rain here in Portland. So many spots here in the 50s. There are some areas in the low 50s, so a little chillier to start. You may want just some light layers out the door, but by the afternoon we'll warm right up and we'll move back into t-shirt weather, so keep that in mind. A little warmer by today. So here's our weather pattern yesterday. Here's the system that brought that cold front and a bit of rain across the valley and some gusty winds here across the state. We start to calm down and see some quiet conditions moving forward. A ridge of high pressure also setting up, and that means more summertime warmth and a bit more sunshine throughout the afternoons as well as we head towards our weekend. So do expect temperatures to climb towards the 80s, likely by Sunday into our Monday. The middle of next week, we start to back off those temperatures. Another upper level trough will scoot on in, so we'll see more seasonal weather as a jet stream points from the north here and pushes in some cooler air. So we'll see temperatures back in the upper 70s likely heading into the middle of next week. But summer weather returns. We're back in the sunshine heading into today. Come tomorrow morning, a weak system will work on in. Rain showers mostly up north, but there could be some spots along the coast here by tomorrow morning, starting out with a bit of a drizzle and some clouds towards the beaches. But the afternoon, we'll see the sunshine returning. We'll see some beautiful weather this weekend all across the state too. A lot of sunshine on the way as we head our way into Sunday and then also Monday. So for today, starting out a bit cloudy for the coast in spots, but also a lot of sunshine too. And we'll keep that going throughout the afternoon. Upper 60s today and the upper 70s here across the valley with a mostly sunny afternoon. On the east sides in the 80s and warming. Just a lovely summer day today out in central and eastern Oregon. The gorge also calming down those winds. Great day to go hiking today. We'll see dry weather and plenty of sunshine. So here's our 7-day forecast, warming up by Sunday and Monday, likely the mid to upper 80s. Back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Kelly. Well, trending now, a farmer in Columbia had quite the shock when he found out the kitten he rescued was actually a cougar. He discovered it on the side of the road and took it home, thinking it was an abandoned cat. After a few days, he noticed it acted a little more wild than the usual kitten. The farmer contacted wildlife officials who will raise the cougar until she can fend for herself, then release her back into the wild.
I mean, I guess I could see how you would make that mistake. It's the size of a cat right now.
Yeah.
But it won't be for very long.
A cougar doesn't meow though, right? Like a little.
I don't think so. No, I think you'd be hearing a growl, and by then it's
Even a little
probably
cub.
time to run. I don't know. Hey, well, plagued by the coronavirus pandemic, school districts in Oregon and Washington are tackling a potential public education crisis. The vast spread of COVID-19 has forced schools to keep their doors closed, and everyone is turning to online learning.
Last night, we hosted a KOIN 6 town hall, kids, class, and coronavirus. ARG Jeff Gianola and Dan Tillican asked 4 superintendents from major districts in the area how they plan on adapting for the upcoming school year.
As uncertainty grips thousands of families seeking a clear answer on what the school year will look like, we asked our panel of superintendents what the future holds after making the decision to open the school year out of the classroom and online.
We have to make decisions that are informed by the best data available, and we know there will be some variabilities, and therein lies the challenge when we have to make decisions that our campuses simply can't guarantee safety at this time.
Evergreen School District Superintendent Mike Merlino explained how his district will handle the fall, learning from trials of the first school shutdown this past spring.
We want to start day one with our students hitting the ground running. We're working hard now, making certain that every student's got their technology with them day one.
Plus, we addressed how districts plan on maintaining standards with special education students, childcare, and families who rely on free or reduced price lunch.
We're keeping our lunch programs going. Food distribution from our food share is already planned through Christmas.
And most importantly, we asked the question on everybody's mind.
Raise your hand if you think kids will be back in school this school year.